in good times, the people that are served in low-income communities tend to stand in the back of the job line. In bad times, they continue to stand in the back of that line. Unfortunately, the line is a lot longer now. In good times for workforce training providers, the work is hard. And if I can borrow those very eloquent words from my son, in bad times, it's crazy, stupid hard. However, at Scholas 12 years ago, we adopted this sector strategy approach, and I think that's led to our success. Over the course of the 12 years, we've trained about 3,500 people. We graduate at the rate of about 85%, placing people at the same rate. After 1 year on the job, we're upwards in the high 70% tile, and after 2 years, in the mid 70% tile. So something's working. And I attribute the success of the program really to 5 factors. The first factor, and probably the most important one, is strong partnerships with the employer community. Listening to what they have to say, their feedback that they give us constantly. Our advisory council, represented by the employer community, helping us look at trends in the industry, helping us revise the curriculum so that we remain relevant with the demands of the jobs that our people are seeking. The second factor, I think, is the approach of our training program. It's very contextualized, very hands-on. In fact, during the first week of the training, our students build a computer. We don't introduce the manual till the 3rd week. During the course of the 15-week training program, by the way, it's 15 weeks, full-time, Monday through Friday, our folks get exposed to a whole bunch of different technology. So they learn how to fix printers and copiers and servers, and are exposed to a variety of different software packages, so that when they are ready to enter the world of work, it really does align with the needs of employers. The third factor, I think, is life skills. We hear over and over again from employers that hard skills alone is not enough, that you need to teach people how to operate in the world of work. And so we spend a considerable amount of time, about a quarter of our curriculum is spent on life skills training, to go over subjects like conflict resolution, financial literacy, how to interview for a job, how to write a resume. That becomes a lot more interesting when you do it on the computer that you built, on the software that you learned a couple of weeks prior to that. The fourth factor is follow-up for us. The recognition that once you place someone on the job, all things get better. That's not necessarily true. The issues that precluded people from entering the workforce don't necessarily disappear once they get the job. And so insulating and providing that individual support, at least in our experience, for 2 years, is critical. We stay in constant contact with that individual, with the employer, to try and mitigate early on issues that may preclude that person from keeping the job. And then finally, looking at data. I mentioned that we work with employers to sort of understand the trends in the industry, seeing where the jobs are going to be a couple of years from now. Retooling the curriculum so that we can prepare our people for those jobs is extremely critical. But just as important for us is looking inward, understanding and evaluating the program, determining where we went wrong, learning from our mistakes. In fact, we learn just as much from the people that don't graduate and don't get jobs as we do from those that do.